All right, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS. And as we all know, things are getting crazy and crazy by the minute, by the second, by the nanosecond. You know, this devil's getting ready to do things, that's really gonna prove that he's the wicked if he hasn't done enough already to prove that, which he has. But he's really gonna prove it in the days to come. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3, and it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety," and they're gonna get to that point where things are gonna get bad, they're gonna try to convince the people of this nation and of this world that everything's okay. We're on top of it. Don't worry about it. Just come on to us and we'll protect you. We're coming into those days where more calamities are going to happen. False flags, you name it, it's going to happen in these days to come. And it goes on. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And this devil is gonna, pretty much take the gloves off, in the very near future. Think things are gonna be freaking horrible out here. And the only way we're gonna make it is through Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, through trusting in him, calling upon their names, And the only people that are truly going to call upon those names are those of the hopeful elect, those that truly believe in true power, which true power is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But most people are not going to get the message that's out there right now, that the prophets have been speaking, the prophets have been talking about, continuing to talk about, continuing to warn. They're continuing to rebuke, continuing to tell the people about the things to come. But the majority of the world is still in a fantasy, in a fairy tale, still believing everything that this man says, not even knowing that this man, Esau Edom, is truly the devil that the Bible speaks of. 1 Thessalonians 5:3 again. "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." These people are not going to be able to escape what's coming. They're not going to be able to escape, the evil times that are ahead. Way more evil than they are now, today. I'm going to go to the book of Luke 17:26, and it says, this is our Lord Yahweh Shah speaking, "And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man." So the same things that they were doing back then, not paying attention to Noah as he was prophesying to them, telling them that, things are about to, come to an end. The Most High is getting ready to flood this place to get rid of all this filth, which is the same thing that's going on now. The Most High is going to flood this place with fire and burn it all up. Verse 27, it says, "They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all." And these things are getting ready to happen again in this time, for there is nothing new under the sun. Great death and destruction is on the way very, very soon. "Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all." And everybody that's going to be left here, especially here in Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed. Right along with this place, right along with all the pain and suffering they've caused, with all the blood they've spilled, it's all going to be destroyed together. And right along with death, because that's all they cause throughout the earth. They are death. You know, that's how they make their money. And war is death. And they get richer every time a war breaks out, which we know World War III is right on the horizon, which I believe has already started. All the players, all the chess pieces are being moved in position right now. You know, it's about to happen. Things about to get really real out here. This is Luke 21 and 34. And it says, and take heed to yourself, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares. And this day, you know, the day of salvation, the day of our Lord returning, the day of trouble is fast approaching. And the majority of people here are going to get caught unawares. Everything's going to happen just all of a sudden. And they're not going to know why this is happening, because they're not paying attention to the prophets, and they're not paying attention to prophecy. Because if they're not paying attention to the prophets, they're not going to understand prophecy as it unfolds right before their eyes. You know, they're thinking, oh, this is normal. It's just going to pass just like everything else has. But this time is different. Things are going to be gradually getting worse and worse and worse. You know? Verse 35, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the earth. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. You know? But these people don't believe that these times are here. They believe that it's a time afar off, you know, which couldn't be further from the truth. Prophecy is happening right before our eyes. I mean, this thing is no joke. I even had to go back and re-examine myself. I had to see if I was truly in the faith, you know. I had to go back and look at the things that I was doing. You know, and I think everybody should do that from time to time. You know, to really examine yourself and see if you truly believe. This is Job 29:1. It says, moreover, it's the wrong one. This is not what I wanted. I wanted Proverbs 29:1, and it says, he that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall certainly be destroyed, and that without remedy. And that's how it was going to happen to these people. They continue to harden their neck, you know, and be stubborn, be boisterous, and whatever. I don't even think boisterous is the right word to use right there, but I'm going to use it anyway. If it's wrong, then I'll correct it. But they are brainwashed to a point where they don't believe anything else but what this society tells them, you know. They believe that they just don't believe shit. They don't believe anything, you know. We'll go from there to the book of Isaiah 30:12. And it says, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and the majority of the people of this world, especially our people, they despise these words. They despise being told that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is getting ready to return and put his fear and bring his fear back to the earth, the fear of him back to the earth. He's coming back to save his elect of Israel coming back to restore order on the earth. You know, this is Isaiah 30:12 again. Wherefore thus says the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression, and that's what they do. Everything this man puts in these people's minds, or puts in front of them in the form of a television commercial or a movie or a show or a cartoon, they look at it as entertainment. You know, they look at paying taxes as something to do. You're being oppressed. Your money being taxed when you get your check, and then your money being taxed again when you go purchase something. You know, that's oppression. Our people not getting a fair shake in this country, which we were never supposed to, you know, for a punishment. But our people are continually being oppressed. Even the ones that's prospering, they're being oppressed also. But they don't want to see it. They don't want to believe it. You know. And trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and instant. And this is how this is going to come upon these people. Suddenly and in an instant. It's going to happen so fast. You know, these people are not going to know what to do. For one, they're not prepared in any way, whether it be physically or whether it be mentally. You know, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and these times are here. And knowing this truth is going to keep us stable in these last days, those that are of the hopeful elect, those that are of the household of faith. You know, people are going to learn the hard way that the words that are in these scriptures are faithful and they are true, and they are going to come to pass and are coming to pass as we speak. You know, this is 1 Thessalonians 5:4. It says, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Right. If your mind has been opened up to the truth of these scriptures, the day is not going to overtake you as a thief, because you're going to truly understand what times you're in. You're going to understand that summer is drawing nigh. And it's not going to be, you know, good times are not ahead. You know, trouble is on the horizon. Just look at the things that are going on, you know. But it doesn't matter, really, if those people still refusing to listen, because they're pretty much doing what they were programmed to do. Just like Esau Edom is doing what he was programmed to do. I mean, his blessing was the sword. So that's why there's always war and destruction happening in this earth and all kinds of wickedness. And they are the wicked. Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is your salvation nearer than when we believed. And it is drawing near. Every day it gets nearer and nearer. And it's truly closer than what we believe, you know, truly closer. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. And that armor of light is this truth, having faith, you know, truly putting off, you know, the ways of this world, you know, walk in the light, which is this truth, you know. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife, not in envy. But put ye on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. You know, that's self-explanatory. I'm gonna go from there to the book of 1 Peter 2:9, and it says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation." The Most High separated us from all these other people to be his own. That's why he's coming back for a remnant to build, for us to build it again, for us to be on top again, for us to be above all these other nations that are on the planet, for us to have our feet on their necks, for us to land to them and not them to us, you know, for us to have authority in the earth, you know, under Yahweh Shai, of course, and him under Yahweh. There's going to be true order brought back to this earth. Verse 10, "Which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy." And the Most High is showing mercy by his word going out, gathering up his elect. You know, every time you walk past a prophet on the street or run across a video, that's that mercy being extended to you. If you accept it or not, well, that's another story. But you know, hopefully the point I was trying to make was made. Shalom.